telling me he's a bit nervous.
Oh,
Nervous?
mate. Yeah,
No.
you're Riley McGree, mate. Like, what am I meant to?
Exactly, mate. Exactly.
What's going on, beautiful people of the world? Welcome back to Invictus. Tonight, a very, very special video for you all. The extended cut slash director's cut, I don't know what I'm calling it, to the Riley McGree interview that I did on Wednesday with Middlesbrough FC. The man, the myth, the legend, my hero, Riley McGree, the man I've got on the back of my shirt behind me, a Socceroos, a superstar, sat down with me and I had the amazing opportunity to chat with him for about half an hour. Now, a lot of it got cut out from the Middlesbrough edit because of time restraints. And obviously, I think they were kind of looking after me as well because there was a lot of nervous parts in there that they've looked after me and put out. But I've left it all in there for your viewing pleasure tonight. All the parts where I was very, very nervous and had a bit of a laugh with him as well. An amazing human being, an even lovelier guy. And he just made me feel right at home and made me feel like an absolute just gem when he gave me a good pat on the back at the end. So make sure you watch for that as well. I could not have done this interview without you guys sharing the channel, liking and subscribing. So thank you from the bottom of my heart. As we move into 2023, the goals are just getting blown out of the water. Stuff that I was just doing as a side project is now just becoming more and more incredible every day. And thank you so much for everyone that's followed me from the Middlesbrough world on my Twitter and on Twitch and everywhere on all the socials. It's just incredible. If you ever want to talk Borough, you know where to find me. Always the socials are down below as well. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, guys. Tell me what you think of the extended highlights of the Riley McGree interview. Tell me how nervous I was because trust me, you'll be able to tell. And I hope you enjoy the extended version of the Riley McGree interview.
Crack on, lads. Let's do it.
All right, welcome to A Swift Word Down Under. I am Invictus, aka Ricky. I'm sitting down with Riley McGree. Riley, you superstar. Thank you so much for answering my phone call once. Hey?
Thanks for having me. Good to meet you.
Nah, lovely to meet you, mate. Well, this is a bit of a dream come true for me, mate. I only started about a year ago after being medically retired in the military. I started a little YouTube channel, just doing my reactions, and it's sort of, been gangbusters. And over Christmas, Middlesbrough reached out and asked me to come and sit down with you. And I've always told you I loved you at the end of my videos and sent you out my phone number. So it's a bit of a dream come true for me, but lovely to meet you, obviously. And I wanted to, obviously, tell you that I was born in Elizabeth. So 10 years separate.
Oh,
Yeah, but
yeah. What hospital was that?
so it's Lyle McEwen. Yeah, Lyle McEwen. Yeah. So same hospital, 10 years difference. My nan and pop actually, they lived in Gawler all their lives and passed away in Gawler. And I left when I joined the military, but Adelaide born and bred, and obviously the Crows in the background, so close to our heart.
I'm a West Coast Eagles fan.
Are you? What's going on, Riley? You were born in Adelaide. You can't do that to us. Come on.
It's just true fair. Yeah.
Do you have family still in Adelaide, or?
Yeah. Most of my family are all there. I've got a few scattered in WA as well.
Okay.
But, the core close ones are definitely in Adelaide.
Yeah. And do you get back to Australia much?
The last time I went was probably in the last off season.
Yep.
But other than that, potentially when we have international stuff, but I try and get back as much as I can, but it's not too often.
Do you go to WA or do you go to Adelaide then?
A bit of both.
Bit of both.
Okay. I'll spend most of my time in Adelaide, but if I get the opportunity to go to WA, I'll pop over there as well. So.
Yeah. Well, coming off an amazing World Cup as well, what an experience that was been. I mean, one of my favorite, I think one of my most popular TikTok is of you passing it up to Lecky after Suits has passed it out of the back line to you.
Goes down. Sutar recovers. And a break here for Riley McGree. It's on for Matthew Lecky. Matthew Lecky cuts back inside. One way, then the other. And he scores for Australia. Matthew Lecky embraces the moment for the Socceroos.
Brilliant composure from Lecky in the box. Turned him inside out, taken onto his left foot, and what a finish across goal. Fantastic counter-attack.
What experience was that? What was that like?
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Honestly, a bit of a dream come true.
Yeah.
You know, I wanted to play the World Cup. I wanted to play for my national team first and foremost, and then being able to go to a World Cup and play there and be involved and be a part of it all was really special. And to see the reaction from the country, the fans, definitely did unite a country, and hopefully it's paved the way going forward for football.
Yeah, I think it's definitely still a sport that sort of struggles in Australia, isn't it? Obviously AFL, NRL dominant. The A-League is obviously trying its best, but it sort of doesn't get the crowds that the bigger sports do. But I think if anything, that the Socceroos are doing amazingly. It's the more they do in the World Cup and success we have, the more it paves the way for younger generations to come through. And I think obviously growing up, in my era with Schwarzer, Vidukas, the Harry Kewells, Tim Cahills, and stuff like that, and being part of that next generation must be pretty special. And under Graham Arnold now, who's signed a new deal as well, so pretty excited
Yeah,
moving forward.
absolutely. Yeah, and if we can just, if that World Cup experience could just get one player to sign up and play football, or
Yeah,
one young sign up and play football, I think that's job done.
yeah,
Uh, but yeah, definitely new generation. Obviously, the likes of Harry Souttar now in the Premier
yeah,
League, and hopefully we continue to produce good talent and,
yeah.
and and be playing at the highest possible level, because that's what as players we all aim for. So
Yeah, exactly. Now, as an Aussie, like I know that I was obviously over in Middlesbrough for a bit, and it was always sort of awesome to come across other Aussies and stuff like that. Do you stay in touch with the Aussie players that are based in England and around the place at all, or is it like is there a
yeah,
special connection there?
yeah, somewhat,
Yeah.
yeah. So obviously, I've got a few boys that play in the championship,
Yep.
Aussies that play in the championship.
Yeah.
So whenever the game's coming up or after games when you've played him, you kind of keep in touch,
Yeah.
bit of dialogue, and you'll swap a shirt or
Yeah.
whatnot. Um, but during the week, it's carnage. So
Yeah.
we've got always a lot of time to
Yeah. Yeah.
get away or travel a few hours to
Yeah.
catch up. So
Yeah.
we do the best we can.
Yeah.
But when and if we go into national team
Yeah.
camps, it's all back
Good
to
catch up.
being.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was good to see Suits get a chance in the Premier League. Obviously, he had an amazing World Cup. Obviously, his performances were standout, as were yours. No one's going to take that away from me. All right, I love you. Okay, but Suits had an amazing World Cup, and yeah, to see him get a chance at Leicester, obviously great for again Australia, and to see an Australian perform in the Premier League again.
Absolutely, and that's credit to him. He deserves it. I'm real close with him.
Yeah,
But it just shows that being involved in the national team setup, and he obviously went to the Olympics, and then now being involved in going to a World Cup, I think it's only done him a world of good, and he's now got what he deserves, and hopefully he can continue to kick on and do even better.
yeah. Do you think the A League's got some talent in there as well? Obviously, the A League's one of the biggest feeders into the Socceroos, and obviously the international stars obviously take the headlines. But I think there's some good stars in the A League as well, and hopefully the A League can start keep producing these gems. And obviously your chance for yourself, where you started in Adelaide United and Newcastle Jets and stuff like that. More chances for Aussies abroad, or
I think the hardest thing for a young Aussie is getting out of the A League and getting an opportunity overseas.
Yep.
But I can only speak on myself, and upon getting out of the A League and coming over here, I realized that I can do this, and I can make something of my career over here, and
Yep.
I'm even more hungry every day. Wanting to get to the highest level. Here at Middlesbrough, we want to get promoted.
Yeah, of course.
Continue to fight, continue to push, and
Yeah.
that's the end goal. But I definitely think there's a lot of talent there. There's a lot that can be unearthed in the A League, and I think it's a great pathway to go to Europe and go to the leagues that are considered
Yeah, yeah,
higher
yeah,
leagues. But I think in time the A League can grow in itself, and you can see the big names that are there at the moment.
yeah, exactly. Yeah,
So I think just continue to work out what they've got and continue to build the culture,
yeah.
grow football, and you never know what's possible in the A League
Yeah.
in Australia.
Yeah, no, I think it's definitely one that we said is not unfortunately, but shadowed by AFL and NRL. Obviously, dominant the sport in our country when growing up, and obviously a kid grows up with an Aussie rules ball or an NRL ball. So to see the soccer balls as we call it, even though it's football to us, getting kicked around and more. I think if the A League and yourselves in the Socceroos camp can do anything for Australian football, then get more kids playing, then I think it can only lead good things. I think the culture is obviously a big thing as well in Australia that we need to work on, but I think we're definitely heading in the right direction for sure.
Absolutely, definitely positive signs going forward.
And under Michael Carrick, what an amazing opportunity. Michael Carrick being an amazing midfielder, obviously for Manchester United, coming in and taking the reins. What have you taken yourself? Under is he taking you under the wing? Is he teaching you stuff you didn't even think, or is it what's it been like under Michael?
I think it's just day-to-day calmness and fluidity is really he is a calming presence, but
Yep.
you expect and who he is and what he's done, so you take kind of everything on board, and you have to show that respect as well.
Yep.
but so far coming in, it's been really good personally on a personal level, and
Yeah.
obviously team, and as results you can see how we've been going, and
Yeah.
hopefully we can continue to be kind of ruthless and continue to get results and pushing to be as high as we can on the table come into the season.
Yeah, I think it's, one of the most amazing turnarounds that I can remember in Middlesbrough history. I mean, I've been with the ups and downs of this club obviously for many many years, and to see it turn around, such as obviously losing a manager, being almost in the relegation zone and flirting with the relegation zone, to being third in the table. Is it down to that calmness, or is it the culture of the club that's changed? Is it the boys have sort of got this togetherness again, or?
I think it's a bit of everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you hear the gaffer, harp on a lot about the culture we have here in the team, and we really are friends, on the field and off the field,
Yeah.
which I definitely think shows on the field.
Yep.
Shows that camaraderie, shows that togetherness, and you can see when we celebrate goals or if someone scores, everyone's up and about,
Yeah.
whether that be players on the pitch, on the bench. I think there's a real understanding and a real calmness and fluidity with everything. So
Yep.
it's awesome, yeah.
Well, mate, I've been watching you this season score some absolute worldies, all right, which has got me off my chair, and like just the Aussie representation. But I mean, little does people know, maybe, that haven't seen that A-League Scorpion goal. Do you think that's where it started? That A-League wonder goal for the Newcastle Jets?
I think that's definitely the pinnacle. That's probably my best.
Yeah.
I've been trying to match that ever since. But yeah, it's been good to get goals, pretty decent goals this season. I'd love
Yeah.
to have more. I probably should have more. But I'm working every day to try and contribute the best.
Well, we've brought in Dan Balasa as well. Obviously, Archer coming in as well. How have those boys settled in? Are they fitting in well, and obviously fitting into that culture?
Yeah, definitely really well. Good people, good players. You're going to slide straight into this environment, and
Yep.
it's really good to have them and to bolster the squad, to really push and fight for promotion, and that is the end goal, and we want that, and definitely bringing in these kinds of players will only help us and benefit us.
Well, mate, I can only pray that I get to put on a McGree Premier League Middlesbrough shirt one day. So we'll hopefully see what the season holds.
Yeah.
So what's it like in your spare time, if you do get any? What's it like in your spare time? Are you a gamer? Or you got any hobbies, golf or anything like that?
Used to be a bit of a gamer.
Yeah.
I'm with my girlfriend and my dog, so we spend a bit of time together.
Okay.
I got a little sausage. So
Oh, cute. Yeah.
walk the dog, take her out for coffee. But I do like my golf as well.
Okay.
I haven't been out as much as I've wanted to lately, but
Yeah.
golf and just hanging out and just enjoying the company of and dog, to be honest.
That's great. That's great. Have you found yourself a sense of sort of, I guess, comfortability that you've sort of settled into a club? Obviously, you've been around, obviously, from Adelaide to Newcastle, Birmingham, Charlotte, even in the US. Have you found a sort of comfortability that you can now settle down in Middlesbrough and sort of make a bit of a home/life of it?
Definitely,
Yeah.
definitely. I've settled in really easily here from the start. I've said it right from the start that
Yeah.
the transition has been great. Everyone's very welcoming and embracing, and just day to day on the street when you go food shopping, you might see a fan out, and they're really just respectful and,
Oh, that's
just
good.
come up and have a chat. And
Yeah.
so yeah, I really love it here, and I'd love to be able to stay here as long as I can and get promoted and take them back to where they deserve to be, I think.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's a club that's definitely a Premier League club. Do you get recognised in Australia much?
Back home a little bit in SA in Australia,
Yeah.
but in Adelaide, sorry. But as you said, anywhere else is just kind of, overshadowed by AFL and NRL and
Yeah.
cricket.
Yeah, true.
But it's what it is,
Yeah.
it is what it is.
Yeah. I mean, obviously, as a player coming up against the likes of Messi in the World Cup as well, obviously that Argentina game going down to the eventual champions, but what an experience it must have been coming up against the likes of Messi, and I've got a photo. I think it's my wallpaper of you standing off Messi as he was sort of trying to dribble in from the right wing there. It's funny. Must have been a pretty incredible experience.
Yeah, unreal, unreal. Well, in the World Cup, we only got beaten by the two teams that made the final.
Exactly,
So,
yeah.
take, take what you want from that.
Yeah,
But
exactly, yeah.
nah, we're proud of ourselves, and to be able to play against arguably the best player ever.
Yeah.
Still kind of sinking in, and it's a pinch me moment. So
Yeah. So does that sort of settle the Messi and Ronaldo debate for you now that you've played against?
I think so. I think it was always settled for me. I was always a Messi fan,
Yeah.
but that on top of the World Cup, on top of all his achievements,
Yeah.
definitely puts him head and shoulders.
Yeah. So do you obviously you were saying you're a West Coast fan. Is there any other sort of sports that you sort of follow, or is it sort of
Not on NBA. I don't mind a bit of NBA.
Oh yeah.
But I don't really follow a team in
Yeah.
general. I just kind of like the showbiz of it all.
Yeah, yeah.
And seeing they go about their business but yeah, West Coast for me, I'll be following them. I think it's pre-season now at the moment, so
Yeah.
they're coming
Yeah.
swing of things.
Well, I mean, I can't say much about West Coast, mate. Obviously, the Adelaide Crows, but we've got a long way to go to be to be worthy of spoken again. I think, obviously, working in. Do you have any sort of contacts within the AFL of the West Coast players? Have you shared any sort of contact through them? Obviously, just mutual sports or any benefits or anything along the way?
No, I'd love to though. So if you know anyone or if anyone's watching
I
here,
don't, mate. I don't, mate.
you get something, get something.
No, you were my hero, mate. That was, I mean, obviously love the Crows, but you were the one that I asked the phone number for, even against my wife's wishes. At the end of every video, I sort of put myself out there for you. But that was it. So, yeah, no, it's been obviously an incredible sort of season just to see, obviously, the likes of yourself and an Australian in a Middlesbrough jersey. Do you think that there's any other Aussies that are going to come on the scene? Obviously, we saw Gall coming up to Newcastle as well. Any other Aussies that you think are sort of making some waves that you're noticing?
Yeah, I think there's obviously a few in the A League that were involved in the World Cup. The likes
Yeah.
of Marco, even Joel King's come back now on loan to Sydney FC.
Yep.
These boys are similar age to me, and they're doing their thing, and they went to a World Cup and they've represented their country. So yeah, positive signs ahead, and I think we'll continue to see more boys coming through in every A League team. I do try and follow as much as I can and see what the crack is. So
Must be hard.
yeah, no, it's awesome and exciting times ahead for the country and the league.
And obviously, you had a close relationship with Ange Postecoglou, obviously over at Celtic as well. Do you keep much tabs on Ange or over at Celtic? I know they were close to signing you, and you chose the right club. Thank you for that, by the way, in the end. But did you do you keep in touch with Ange at all?
Not really in touch. No, I love football and I watch football, so
Yep.
I might see a Celtic highlights here and there.
Yeah.
But in saying that, I'll also see Rangers highlights, and I'll also see highlights from Spain or Italy or
Yeah.
whatever. So
Yeah.
I'm just a football lover, and most of all, I love Middlesbrough. So
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Yeah, good answer. I like that. See. And what are we thinking about this weekend? Are you excited for the clash? Obviously coming up against Blackpool. I was saying to some of the guys just earlier, the only game I've ever seen live when I was there was against Blackpool, and we lost. And it was during that Charlie Adam phase. I'm not sure if you remember, like the prior Charlie Adam before he was going to Liverpool. He was just tearing up for Blackpool, and that's the game I saw. We lost. I think we lost 3-1 or it was 3-0, and I was just like, that's the only game I've ever seen live. So it's on the bucket list to get there again and rewrite history. But excited for this weekend. Obviously, the form that we're in, and a couple of new faces as well.
yeah, absolutely. It's going to be a good test for us. They've got a new manager come in, and you never know what to expect when a new manager comes in. So we'll definitely have to be at our best and go out and continue to hopefully reciprocate the form we have on the pitch in the previous few weeks, and win or lose, we'll give it our all, and we'll see what happens on the weekend.
And we obviously again welcoming in some new faces. Cam Archer seems to be pretty exciting up front. Must be pretty cool having someone young and talented and full of speed in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. He's come from the Premier League team and he's on loan here, and he's been great to come in and have a bit of he's got quality, doesn't he? Got
Yeah,
quality,
he does,
got
yeah.
speed, got pace. in finish. So me personally, that's been able to play with players like that, and hopefully been able to set him up for goals or him set me up for goals is only a positive thing, and one that I can learn a lot from and hopefully improve on as well.
Yeah, no, it's very exciting. Are you excited, obviously, to get Aaron Ramsey in as well? Obviously, someone that's in a similar sort of role.
Yeah, definitely. As I said, bringing in these players, good people is only going to bolster our squad and bolster the opportunity for us to finish as high as we can and to get promotion, and having competition is healthy, and that's what we want as players, whoever it may be, coming in, going out. So it can only be beneficial to us as a group.
Okay. And yeah, we lost the Ginger Messi. Obviously, moved to Millwall for the Ginger Messi, old Duncan Watmore. Obviously, left a pretty good message to the Middlesbrough fans and stuff like that. What a free transfer he turned out to be, and obviously moving on to Millwall. Obviously, sending him all the love.
Absolutely, yeah. He's one of those people in football that you never forget. He's such a nice guy off the pitch. He's such a genuine, humble person, and the way he goes about his game on the pitch as well, he gives 100% every week, and I wish him all the best, and definitely is sad to see him go. He was part of the card playing group, so
Oh, was he? So you got an extra spot at that table now?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'm free for Zoom calls or card games whenever you want, mate. Just zoom me in. Oh, mate, it's been lovely chatting to you. I haven't got much on the other list. Obviously, it was just a sort of an amazing sort of opportunity that Middlesbrough asked me to come and have a chat, and I appreciate the love and support, obviously, from Middlesbrough to ask me to come in and have a chat with you. And it's amazing watching you week in, week out, especially as an Australian, and that connection to football makes. I guess that for me, it's that connection to Middlesbrough makes it even stronger when there's obviously an Aussie in the shirt. Obviously, we've got a rich Aussie history there. Mark Viduka, Schwarzer, Reece Williams, even some of these, not the ones that people probably don't even remember, but to have obviously you firing up front as well, and watching some of those worldies like the Norwich one go in is just it's an amazing sort of thing for me. And obviously the connection with Adelaide and stuff like that, it's just a huge honor to be able to sit down with you and have a chat. And yeah, what a yeah, nice.
Me, mate.
Nah, it's been good, mate.
It's been good. Nice to meet you, and
but we'll have to have another call privately about getting you away from West Coast and onto the Crows as well, mate, because you're born in Adelaide, all right? That's
I won't answer you, mate.
Well, good luck this weekend, mate, and for the rest of the season. I wish you all the best. And obviously, I'll be watching closely. Got the McGree shirt up at the back here, so I'll be cheering for as loud as I can from all the way down in bloody Canberra now, where it's 33 degrees here today, mate. So I apologise.
Take that. Well, thanks for having me, mate. I really appreciate your time.
Lovely to meet you, mate.
I'll keep watching the videos, mate.
Yeah, appreciate it, mate. Appreciate it. Thank you so much.
See you, Rick.
See you, bud.
Bye. Cool. Cheers, mate.
Thanks, mate. Thanks so much. Sorry, I was on a rat. I was just coming up with stuff, but I really appreciate it, man. Yeah, no, honor to meet you.
Yeah, likewise. You're mate. We'll be in touch, and I'll speak to you in a bit.
Yeah, sounds good, mate. Good luck with training if that's what you got now.
Yeah, I do.
Good luck, bud. See ya. There you have it, beautiful people. The Riley McGree extended version, the highlights that were all cut out due to me just being so nervous and probably just rambling a bit. But look, it was an incredible moment, and a moment that I'll never forget. And a big, big shout out to Middlesbrough for reaching out and inviting me to sit down with the man. He was an incredible, incredible guy. Someone that we've shared so much cross paths with. Obviously, there's a bit of an age difference, but him being from Adelaide, same hospital, him playing at Newcastle when I was based in Newcastle in the military, obviously playing now for Middlesbrough, a team I've loved and support since 2001. It's just incredible, the cross connections, and the ability to sit down and chat with him was just something I'll never forget. So I can't thank him, Middlesbrough, enough. But it's all thanks to you guys as well. Sharing and liking the channel is just the reason Middlesbrough reached out and invited me over. They've obviously seen the content thanks to you guys, and if it wasn't for you, I would not be here right now. So thank you so much. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, guys. Tell me what you think about the extended version, all my nervous bits. tell me how large my forward head was or something like that, so I feel comfortable. And I hope you enjoyed it. I hope I get another opportunity to do it in the future. We'll see what comes. But for now, I'm going to stick to my reactions, keep putting out the Middlesbrough content as fast as I can. Make sure you come over to my Twitch as well. I live stream 6 days a week, working hard on all of my content, all of my socials. So any click that you can do or sharing of them is incredible, and it helps me out a lot. So thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. I appreciate it. On to the rest of the season now, where we're going up, I think, under Riley McGree, right? I mean, we are literally, I've got to stay calm. We're third, man. No, I've got this. Riley McGree's taking us to the Prem. That's all I'm going to say. Ooh-wee!